Here's how to create an idle camera in Unreal Engine 5. So when you are idle for a certain amount of time, as you can see there, the camera will automatically spin around the player like so. And as soon as you regain input, the camera will automatically stop moving. And again, when you stop moving and you are idle again, you have a time until it starts doing this camera, and it is incredibly easy to customize. So you can change the time in which it starts to do this camera movement, and you can also change the speed at which the camera rotates around the player, as you can see perfectly like so. So this is what we're going to be going over and creating today. So without further ado, let me delete this code and I will show you how I've done it. So the first thing we want to do is we need to define what keys are going to trigger this idle camera to happen. So for me, I want to do when I stop pressing either WASD space or moving my mouse. Now again, you can obviously do this for any input that you want, but those are the ones which I am doing. So what I'm going to do is hit Control Space to open my content browser, go to Content, Input, and Actions, and I'm going to create a new input action, so place that wherever you like. I'm going to right click, go to Input, and create an input action, naming this IA underscore camera idle, or whatever makes the most sense for you. Then I'm going to go into my IMC default, so open up your input mapping context that you're using for your game, add a new mapping, adding in the IA camera idle we just created, and then we want to add in again the keys which we want to trigger this camera. So for me, that's WASD space, mouse X, and mouse Y. And then you can set these. So WASD space, and then we can get mouse X and mouse Y. And now you might be wondering why we're not using mouse XY 2D axis instead of getting mouse X and Y separately. And that is just because the mouse XY 2D axis doesn't actually seem to trigger with this. So we need to do each individual one manually. But that's perfectly fine. So we can save this, close it, and now open up our player character blueprint. So for me, that's content browser, content, third person, blueprints, BP third person character. In here, you want to find some empty space, right click, and get AI underscore camera idle, or again, whatever you named your input action. And then we want to open this and come out of started. We're going to get a branch, but we're not going to put anything in just yet, but we need that in a moment's time. Off of true, we're going to get a re-triggerable delay, leaving a bit of space, as again, we're going to put something in between these two things in a second. Now, this delay here is the time in which you stop your input to when you want the camera idle to start. So for me, I'm putting it as 5 seconds. That's very low, so that's just for the purpose of the tutorial. You might want it to be 15 seconds, for example, or 30 seconds, or a minute. I'm not sure. It depends what you want in your game. But again, how long the player has to be doing nothing before the camera will start to spin. And it's important you get a re-triggerable delay, not a normal delay, because this means every single time the player does an input, this will restart. So if the player presses W to start moving, with a normal delay, 5 seconds later, the camera will start spinning. So we obviously don't want that. And so now after the completed of our delay, we want to do set timer by event. And this here is where we're getting the other pieces we need for our branch and after a branch between our delay. So we're going to right click the return value of our set timer by event and promote it to a variable. And I'm going to name this H underscore camera idle for handle camera idle. That makes sense for me. You name it whatever you like. And then what we're going to do is back at the beginning, we're going to get a reference to this. And out of this, we're going to do is timer active by handle. That return value is going to go into the branch here. And then what we're going to do is off of true, we're going to get this again, and then simply clear and invalidate timer by handle off of true of the branch, and then that goes into our delay. So essentially what we're doing now is if the timer is active, so we are spinning the camera, we want to stop spinning the camera because the player has triggered this again, so they are now moving, they have control, they have input, so we don't want to be spinning the camera because they're not idle anymore. And then we're going to just have a 5-second delay to see if they are idle after this delay. So now what we're going to do is come up with the event of our set timer by event and add custom event. I'm going to name this rotate camera, but again, name it whatever makes most sense for you. And on the set timer by event, we also want to tick looping and set the time to 0.01. That's so we have a nice smooth camera movement. There are other ways you can do this, for example, using an rinterrupt2, but this is still an efficient way because we're obviously not doing it on event tick all the time. We're only doing it when we need to, and we're not doing any other code here as well. And then off of rotate camera, this is very, very simple and very easy to do. We're not going to be worrying about rotation and the camera boom and the camera and all of that stuff and which specific camera we need. All we're going to do is just add controller your input. And that is going to control and handle rotating our camera. I'm going to set the value to 0.1 and I will compile, and this should now work perfectly. So if I were to hit play, I have to move about a bit and then I stop. After 5 seconds, we should see that the camera is going to start to spin around the player any second now. And you can see that it isn't actually working. So let's have a look at why that is. And that's because I'm a bit of an idiot. One thing we need to do is obviously falter this branch wants to just go straight into the delay. Because if it isn't playing, well then we want to make sure we then start it. Whereas if it is playing, we want to stop it and then do the starting checks again. So now with false connected up, we can hit play, move about a little bit and stop with the input. 5 seconds later, now we should see it working with the camera rotating around perfectly like so. And you can see it happened after 5 seconds. And this is the speed of the camera rotation that we have. Now, if you want to modify the speed, so increase it or decrease it, what you can do is change this value in the add controller your input. I wouldn't really recommend changing the time in the set timer by event too much. You can, however, the slower this is going to be. So if you increase this value, the more jittery it will be. So for example, if I were to set it to 0.1, what we can see is that while this will be slower, it is also going to be a bit more jittery and it's not going to look as good. So you can see here, it is much slower, but it looks very framey, it's not smooth. So what you do instead is you would leave that at 0.01 and then you decrease this 0.1 to 0.05, so half the speed. So you're lowering this value to make it slower and you're increasing this value to make it faster, which is nice and easy to remember. So now that I've basically halved the speed, what I'm going to do is stop input, and after 5 seconds, we're going to be moving at a much slower pace to what it was. Now, that isn't actually as slower as I thought it was going to be, but it is still slower. So if I were to actually make this even more extreme, put it at 0.01, again, we'll see that it is even slower once again. So as you can see, that is now a lot slower, which this might be nicer for you and what you want in your game. But I think that'll be it for this video. As we've done everything we wanted to do, what we've done is we've set up a nice system in which we have our camera rotating around a player when the player is idle, and when they stop being idle, the camera is going to stop rotating, and then we go idle again. After the time we have set, so for me 5 seconds, it is going to start slowly rotating around the player perfectly like so. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, please do make sure to like and subscribe down below, as it really does help me and the channel out a lot. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.